Hey, what's going on, guys? Chris back with you with another review video. And if you're wondering where the product is, it is right down here. Very large box, so we're going to get into it real quickly. Now, before we get into it, I have already used this product. I've already installed it, and it is absolutely phenomenal, so I already know what to expect. I'm not going to show you the unboxing portion, but it is going to be, obviously, if you read the title of this video, it's going to be for the Fleximounts. And this is going to be for the A21, and I can't even get that in full frame there. There we go. How about that, guys? Take a look at that. Now, we're going to run a couple specifications by us real quickly here. Now, this, again, is already installed with my very heavy, very older plasma LCD TV, LED, whatever you guys want to mount up there. All right, so this particular one is, again, the A21 model. Let me go over to this side here. This is for full motion flat panel TV mount. And this, again, guys, I have I think it's from like 2008. It's a Samsung 52-inch. The thing is a beast. It weighs probably like easily 85 pounds. This thing is a beast. I was able to mount it up there, and very, very simple, guys. All the tools you need are in this. I do go over a couple tips of installing it later in the video, of course, as you watch this. But this is going to be for 47 inches through 84 inches. Now, 84 inch, that's a big stinking TV. Again, mine's 52, so mine's within that bracket. And also, it's up to, the reason I chose this mount to review is because this one is up to 132 pounds, or up to 60 kgs. And also, the reason I love it so much, let's go back to this picture right here, is, again, full range. It extends out, it twivels, it swivels, it tilts. It's absolutely awesome. I'm gonna show you guys some examples in the video here. But again, just like all my unboxing and review videos, I'm gonna have this linked down below this video. And for you guys in the UK, I'm gonna have the same one linked if they sell it in the UK. If not, I'll have one very similar to this, so look for those links in the description box below. Okay, guys, so what's so awesome also is it tilts -2 degrees through 10 degrees, which is awesome. I show you that in the video. And then it is 2.17 inches, 2.17 inches from the wall. That's how flat it is. 2.17 inches, and then extends all the way out to 17.72 inches. Again, this is mounted in my garage, and the reason why it's not mounted right behind me is because I wanted the swivel for my man cave series, my garage workout gym that I'm building in my garage currently right now, and I'm using this mount for my TV. And so, guys, absolutely awesome. Now, real quickly, before we head downstairs, I do want to talk about a couple tools you might need. If you're going to be mounting this on studs, I actually mounted every single hole and bolt into the drywall, and I had to actually use butterfly hooks. The reason why, because the TV is so heavy. If you're going into studs, absolutely not a problem at all. They do give you bolts and anchors and all that stuff, but just with IKEA stuff I've had in the past, I'm a little bit iffy about using any other anchors besides butterfly anchors. So anyway, I'll link those down below so you know what I'm talking about with butterfly anchors. They just go into the drywall and then latch on the opposite side of the drywall so that it won't come out. But they do provide screws, anchors, directions. It's pretty easy to hang this thing up, guys. And you might want to they do provide a very small bubble level, but if you guys have, obviously if you guys have a professional level, I use my professional level. And of course, measuring tape if you need that, pencil and pin, I just used a pin, wrote a couple markings on the drywall, and then stud finder if you are going to be using it into the studs. I'll link that below just to make it easy for you guys. And then let's see here, I did have a battery operated drill as well. So I mean, just your basic tools if you guys have lying around. Obviously, if you guys have purchased this and are doing it yourself, hopefully you guys have some of these tools already. If not, I'll link them below so you guys can get your hands on them. Very nice. All right, guys. Without further ado, let's head on downstairs. All right, guys, here we go here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Fleximount. Again, this is the Model A21. And as we can see here, I have my little protective covers off right now. I have put in my 3 bolts on top, and I put my 3 bolts on the bottom. Now, I have used a couple of the ones that were provided, but I did have some butterfly anchors, which I feel a little bit more safe about because I will be putting a very heavy TV on this. So I have used some butterfly mounts, but the mounts that have come with it should be absolutely sufficient. Again, now what we need to do is, here's our little protective covers right here. Again, those slip right over the bottom. We'll get a shot of that in just a second here. But as we can see here, it absolutely flips around side to side, whatever direction you want to go, and then lays really, really nicely and flat here. It's kind of hard with one hand here, but as we can see here, it tilts a little bit, it goes back, and again, so you have a little bit of a tilt there, and it goes back flat. Let's go ahead and push it back flat, and let me show you how nice and tight it is against the wall. All right, guys, so really simple. Once the TV is on, these just come down like this, and it goes right up against the wall very, very flatly, as we can see, like that. So you literally can have it like that. You can even tilt it, and then it pulls out, swivel it around, tilt it, lay it back flat when you're ready to go. Absolutely wonderful mount right there, guys. Very high quality as well. You do have a couple plastic pieces here that you can hide a little bit of cord management, which is really cool here. The plastic pieces you do need to be careful about because while you're mounting it, some of them might pop off, but none of them did. But again, when I was trying to hold it steady, again, it's a lot better when you're using two people to do this. It's a lot easier to mount it, but I was trying to like mount it on the wall, getting underneath it like this. And again, these little things right here are plastic little covers that kind of detach like this. You could have those covers on, or I just took it off, guys, and it looks actually very, very sharp, depending on if you want that cover on. Again, you could put that cover on, and then you could go the cords, kind of a cord management where you slip the cord right underneath the bottom here. And so it looks a little bit more nice. Instead of having this cord draped down like that, you can have it just kind of very, very nice right there, guys. But again, it folds up nice and flat right there. We do need to finish up and put the bars, which are right here on the back of my television. And then we'll go ahead and put it on up there, and we'll definitely check it out, guys. I'm putting up a 52-inch, and it's an older one from the year. I'm not exactly sure. There it is. It's a big dog, but it is under the max limit of 132 pounds, or let's see here, 132 pounds, 60 kg max. And again, I will be putting that one on there. It probably weighs about 80-pound TV, so we'll be putting it right up there. All right, be back with you in just a moment. All right, guys, so here's the 52 hung up on the Fleximounts. Take a look at that. Very, very nice, guys. Lays very flat against the wall here. Again, a very powerful mount that does a lot of awesome swiveling. I have this mounted in my garage, I think, which I did mention, but I'm going to be turning this into a man cave for this same channel, TipsNNTricks, if you're watching this on YouTube. But let's go ahead and pull this out and show you a couple of different swivels that it does have the capability of doing. And what's so awesome about these mounts, guys, is that if it's too flat against the wall, you won't be able to plug in any of your receptacles if you have HDMI, if you're switching over from a different Blu-ray, Xbox One, etc. With this, you just pull it straight off the wall, takes 1 second, plug in your HDMIs, and then push it back, and then again use the cord management right through here. You can run cords if you want to go down to an electrical outlet or right behind the TV. That's totally up to you guys, but as we can see here, I have, again, the rails on the back of the TV are mounted in right there. They hook on to the top rail here, and then this comes up here and hooks on right there. So as you can see here, to dismantle it, you would pull this little string down, and that would come down like that, and then you do that on both sides, and then tilt it that way. Again, use someone to help you out in this circumstance, and then you would pop it off. That just pops right back into place when you're good and ready to go. Take a look at that, guys. So anyway, a very, very nice mount. And again, something I did have an issue with at first is because of the weight of the TV, it wanted to tilt automatically. And so what I did in that circumstance, guys, is I took a 13mm socket, which is the same exact socket as this, same exact socket as the bolts that it does come with right here. Those are all 13mm. I tightened up this one here and this one here, and that prevented it from automatically wanting to tilt on me because of the weight of the television. It still tilts, but I tightened that up nicely where I have to physically grab it and tilt it, so that's really nice as well. And then I would also recommend going around and tightening the bolts here, here, and then there's two on that side there, and there, just for precautions. Just kind of tighten that up a little bit. And then under these caps, you have some more nuts there. You just definitely want to tighten everything up, make it look very nice. I put on the covers, the bolt covers here and here, so it looks really flush and really nice now. Now we just have to paint this back wall behind us, and so that is another project for another time. Anyway, guys, let's show you a couple different swivels here. As we can see, it's kind of facing the garage this way. So let's tilt it back and let me show you the swivel. All right, guys, from the wall to the back of the TV, that's as far as it goes, just like the pictures. And as we can see here, this set right here is straight out, and this set right here is straight out. But then, of course, we can tilt it, like, so let's say we're coming on this side of the garage here. Well, let's go ahead and tilt that guy on over, and we can get a nice little tilt going that way there. And it depends upon how big your TV is. Of course, if you had a smaller one, of course, that could tilt out a lot more. But I'm hitting the wall here on this side. And now here is your tilting down here. As we can see, the television is not straight. It has a nice viewing angle heading this direction here. Forgive the dirty garage. That again is for my other video that I'm doing, but I'm just letting you guys know, absolutely fantastic mount. Looks absolutely wonderful. All right, guys, like I mentioned, an absolute phenomenal TV mount. Definitely nice. Again, as we saw, these are a lot more sophisticated than I originally thought, and I was blown away with how thin it got to that wall. Again, 2.17 inch, which is like that close to the wall. So pretty much, I mean, it's on the wall without being on the wall, if you know what I'm saying. And I love how it swivels and tilts, so that I'm gonna be hanging my Muay Thai bag right there. So you could actually have like some instruction videos up. You could have some like dance remixes, some YouTube videos playing, and it tilts the other way. You could even have fight night in there. Anyway, that's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, TipsNNTricks. If you're watching this on Amazon, pop on over to TipsNNTricks, subscribe, because I am going to be doing my Man Cave series. So it's going to be phenomenal, so subscribe to that one, guys. Anyway, definitely an awesome mount. 5 stars across the board. Absolutely beautiful. Has cord management as well, so that's a plus. And definitely, if you guys are a little bit unsure about the drywall, again, use butterfly connectors, bolts that go into the butterfly clips, screw in, you pop them down, you insert in the wall, and then they pop out, and then you just tighten it up, and then the bolt goes on it like this, and this part latches on this side of the drywall. TV's on this side, you guys are good to go. That's if you can't find studs. And I wanted to mount mine precisely in that location, so unfortunately I couldn't find any studs right there. I could have moved it down, but with my other one I'm mounting, I wanted it to be kind of seamless. So anyway, guys, stay tuned for that series, and if this video has helped you out in any possible way, shape, or form, a thumbs up or like rating would be much appreciative on either Amazon or YouTube platform. And also, again, look for those links in the description box below where you can pick up this same exact mount. Cool company, cool product. I appreciate it, guys. Until the next review, my name's Chris, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye, guys.